sex and streets. Like military mission. I like it. Visualize my plan.
I need to visualize your plan.
All of us together. In the next 2 weeks, we'll call your papa, your mama, brother, sister,
drop your weapon.
Hey gang, welcome back to my channel. This is Halimah TheBird. This is the first time you are visiting. Please do not forget to click that subscribe button. Yes, because you are gonna stay here till the end. So if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Thank you for sticking with me. Please, my new subscribers, watch this video to the end. I'm pretty sure you're going to love it, and so many other content of mine. Here I do a lot of movie reviews, movie conversations, lifestyle vlogs, and you get to know me better. So guys, today I'm super excited. We're talking about Brotherhood, and let's get right into it. So the movie Brotherhood, it was directed by Lukman Ali and produced by Jade Osiberu. Lukman Ali is an Ugandan director. This is his first Nigerian movie that he's going to be directing, and I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him because this one's a good one, guys. This one's a good one. And I mean, we already know Jade Osiberu, she doesn't give a shit. We know the drill right now. And we're expecting Gang of Lagos. Yes. So guys, let me take you down memory lane. Let's get right into everything that this movie is giving us. You guys can see I'm excited, so you know that the review has to be good. So the story is about twin brothers who were born in the streets on the streets of Lagos. You know, they were poor, and each of them had to choose their own path. One became a notorious armed robber, the other became a police officer. So the story is about the twin brothers Wale and Akin, who were played by Falz and Tobi Bakre. Tobi Bakre is the one that plays Akin, and he is the notorious armed robber. Falz plays Wale, and he is a sweet lover boy who is just a police officer and just wants to follow the law and live by the law and do good stuff. You know, want to help people, want to save land, maybe style. So yes, we see two brothers who are torn apart by the path they choose. They're not even friends, and you know, they become orphans really early in life, and they are taken in by their auntie, who was acted by Ronke Oshodioke. The auntie is very indulgent of Akin's behavior. Akin is a notorious robber. Please take note of that. The auntie is very indulgent of his acts, his behaviors. You know, she says, oh, it is because, you know, they were born on the streets, and you know, the first time he had to steal to save his brother's life, and you know, it just became, they didn't try enough to save him. You know, all those kind of stuff you do when you want to indulge a bad person, you know, basically all of that. And then Akin is like, sorry, Wale on the other hand is like, nah, this is not my brother. I do not want to have any ties with you. I do not even want to be friends with you. You know, that kind of stuff. And then Akin goes on, he meets with an old friend. There's, you know, the same way there is the 1 million boys that were raiding places a particular time in Lagos. There was also the story of the Ojuju boys that used to go into houses, steal, rob, do all sort of things. They were disrupting the area basically. And then later on, not far off, Akin, who is the notorious robber, meets them. They come to rob him, but eventually sees that, oh, he's one of his friends, who was acted by Osi Ukeje. He's a member of, you know, the Ojuju boys, and somehow he tells him he wants to become one of them, but he doesn't want to even become one. He wants to take them to another level because he's a very strategic planner. You know, he sees things beyond, you know, the petty stealing. He wants to go big. tells them about, you know, a deal that is coming in. They are going to be able to rob it, the way they are going to do it, the way they are going to plan everything out. And they take on their first, you know, big robbery. They attack a bullion van. Yes, that was taking, I think, around 10 million naira or thereabout. And you know, they attack it, they shoot a police officer. It starts to get wild. Wale on the other hand is thinking, who are the Ojuju boys? Yada yada. He's trying to solve the case. He meets with the DPO. They capture one of the Ojuju boys. You know, the story unfolds from there. He falls in love with his boss's daughter, who was played by Dorathy Bachor, ex-BB Naija housemate. You know, they have a good story going on. There's Akin, you know, robbing, bringing new tactics, and Osikeje, who was a very greedy person in the movie. So yeah, the story is just basically that robbery, trying to save the world. And at some point, you know, because he is chasing the Ojuju boys, that is why he's trying to capture the Ojuju boys, he eventually finds out that his brother is one of the Ojuju boys. And how is he going to take his brother down? His father-in-law gets shot by one of the Ojuju boys, and at that point he's like, no, we gotta bring these people down. But he's torn between choosing to you know, spare his brother's life and not make him go down for his crime, and make him go down for his crime because he killed his father-in-law, and they are, you know, they are disturbing the land. So yeah, they are torn between that, and then the story really takes on from there. We also have Basketmouth in the movie. He was the head of the Ojuju boys. He was like their president. We had Toni, who was like the baddest bitch in the movie. Yeah, she was like the queen lady of the Ojuju boys gang. So had Diane Reset, she was a police officer. We had Jade Osiberu, was also a very rude police officer. We had Boma Akpofure. And yeah, I think that's basically, you know, the major cast in the movie. One thing I super loved about this movie was their dialogue, right? I think the dialogue were very direct. There was no like so much beating around the bush or wasting time, or like rather there was none of that. Like, it was very straight to the point, and I loved it. I really loved that about the movie. The cast were lit. The cast is litty. They came and they delivered. I mean, I'm not a super fan of Tobi Bakre's acting. I think he's a good actor, but I don't think he's like a spectacular one. But I think in this movie, he did more than I expected, and I'm super happy about it. I mean, I'm a fan of Osikeje. I've seen so many Osikeje movies, and I feel like I love the way he just presents himself as this cool, you know, guy. But in this movie, it was a different person entirely, and it was so interesting to see. Toni Tones, we know that Toni Tones gives the energy, the vibe. Everything is always on point. Watching Basketmouth was refreshing. Falz was good. You know, I think the actors were good. They were not extra, right? But they were good, and they were fit for their roles. So it was something I really liked about the movie. The cinematography was check. It was good. It was everything given. The action scenes, they looked really good. I mean, it's a crime thriller, so you would enjoy it if you're a fan of crime. But the action scenes, well, you know, the shooting scenes, everything, they looked really real. You know, it's not like all those things that we used to see before that you'd be like, oh no, not again, bro. Yeah, this one was really good. I really liked that about it. You know, the SFX was good. Wasn't it so much soundtrack in the movie, I think? Yeah, I didn't really pick on any soundtrack that was spectacular in the movie, but you know, the soundtracks were not terrible. You know, they were just a very few ones. I feel like they could have done better with soundtrack, by the way. But yeah, it wasn't so bad. That could have been excusable, considering the fact that, you know, you have a good story, you have a good cast, you have good acting, you know, your cinematography is good, your dialogue is good, your setting is good. Yeah, Ronke showed you okay too. The emotions, they were pure and relatable, and they were given. One of my favorite scenes in this movie was when Tobi Bakre went to shoot Osikeje. Like, the way he went and like, Toni, like, oh, that was good. I loved it. It was giving everything. Guys, I really cannot fault this movie. I think that's the thing. Like, I know I love Jade Osiberu's movie. Like, Yeah, she's good. But this one, she even raised the bar, and I feel like Gangs of Lagos is going to give us another interesting thing, and I'm so hyped for it also. So yeah, I think I've basically said everything there is to say about this movie. It was an interesting story. I like the way it played out. There was, there was crime, there was brotherhood, a little bit of love somewhere there. There was betrayal, there was, war, crime, sort of that. There was family bonding. There was that Yoruba demon attitude when it was, what's his name, when Wale's wedding, and his brother and the old Ojuju boys, they came and they were spraying money on him and doing all that kind of, like, it's Yoruba behavior to always show off. There was that show off. Sheyi Awolowo was also in this movie. He was the Ojuju boy that they captured. I think it was good, but I felt like it was being a little extra. I don't think it was bad. I was being a little extra, right? I don't know if you get me. I feel like it wasn't bad, but I could have just like, relax. Do you get? But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Yeah. It's just a me thing. Regardless of the fact that the brothers were not on good terms, we could see that there's always this in-depth love you have for anybody that is family. So even when he was like, nah, I hate my brother, I don't want anything to do with him, I don't want him in my life, I don't want him at our wedding, yada yada. When it came down to it, when it was time for him to decide what's going to happen, he picked his brother. He surrendered his gun and he begged him to. So even when his brother flew into the water and all of that, he was on their case. He was like, nah, you gotta find my brother, you gotta find my brother. Nah, even if it's his body, just find him for me. Another thing I feel like they should have, shed more light to was when the internal affairs, when they came to pick Wale at the crime scene. I felt like he should have lost his job because apparently he knew who the Ojuju boys were. But what did he do about it? He didn't do anything about it. So but I still get it because you cannot expatiate on everything, and the movie ran for I think 2 hours and a few minutes. Yeah, so but for every scene that they played out, it made sense. It wasn't like a waste of time. Even the scenes with what's his name, Mr. Macaroni, it was okay, it was good. The scenes with, like, each and every scene that we saw, they made sense. It wasn't a waste of time at all. I love that about it. And what else can I fault? Nothing, guys. This movie was a really good one. I'm going to give it a 9 over 10. If you've not seen Brotherhood, you should definitely check it out. And if you have seen it, please tell me what you think about it in the comment section below. And if you've not seen it, tell me what you think about this review. Is it going to make you see it? Are you hyped for this movie? I want to read everything from you guys, so please feel free to tell me all your thoughts. Do not forget to share this video with your friends, family, and everybody you think will be interested in movie reviews, and check my previous reviews. So guys, click the subscribe button on your way out now, and I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Stay blessed.